record. Good morning, Nof.
Good morning, Nick.
How are you?
Fine, how are you?
Very good, thank you. And yeah, I'm grateful for this interaction. I mean, I'm very excited to know more.
Thank you. Thank you for hosting me. It's very, very my pleasure to do that.
Thank you, Nof. Thank you. So, important point before to start talking professionally. As we know, we're gonna talk about mindset management, emotional regulation. You're gonna tell us something about you professionally in a second. We talk a lot about humans and humanity, and I feel lucky today that I'm chatting with you connected from Israel, from Gaza specifically. It's May 2024. We know broadly from the news what's going on in that area of the planet. So I'll ask, before to start talking about the professionals, let's talk about the humans and the humanity. How is the situation there? Would you like to share a couple of minutes about how are you living the situation in that area?
Thank you, Nick. I very appreciate that you asked me about the situation because it's not very popular in these days to ask about the situation. How you ask me about humanity and the human's rights? It's very hard. I think in this situation, the gun or lost gun, because all the kidnappers that kidnap the children, the babies, and then you start to think, what is the life? What's the meaning of the life? What we supposed to do in that situation, in this world? What it's our meaning to do, and what we can do about that? Because in the Jewish, it's already happened to us, and now it's happening again. I live near Gaza, and the Nova party was near my house. So I saw this from first eye. And when it started, day after that, I ran away with my children to keep them, to protect them. With my dog, we have a dog. And even so, it's all this situation gone bad with my dog. And they have feelings. I didn't speak with my dog. I didn't tell her anything, but she saw us, she feel us. And that, I think that the importance of the emotional feelings, the emotional management that we are the humans supposed to do, supposed to know how to manage that. And I think it shows how everyone in Earth, the plants, the animals, of course us, how our emotions reflects us, the environment. Even so that we didn't think, because I didn't tell my dog anything. I protect my children when it happens, but even so they feel, even so they feeling in deep inside what the situation mean, what they feeling, and they affects another one. So that's how it didn't end the war in Hamas-ISIS, against Hamas-ISIS. And even today it reflects us, reflects my children, reflects me, reflects even my dog. I give her medicine. We start to do with her, to practice with her. We didn't stay her alone. We didn't leave her alone. Every time there's someone with her, with a dog. So I think it's very related to your responsible for your not your professional what you professional doing in your daily day, but it shows how it's important our world to manage our emotions and how it reflects. Even though I didn't think it reflects my dog, but it reflects her.
I
And,
see. No, thanks for the point. I mean, it's very profound when these situations are witnessed with, I mean, not through the media, but in real life. As you said, you are facing questions like, what was the meaning of life? Why humans do this to other humans? So I thank you for sharing it, and yeah, we are already talking about emotions and how to manage them, especially in these psychological situations.
yes.
Let's talk about you professionally now. Would you like to give us an introduction about what you do? What's your job and mission?
Okay. In the current these days, I am lecturing about education, physical education, sports. I lecture for organizations, voluntary organizations, um, parents, schools, about the importance of the education, how we have the responsible to educate the other the next generation, to all the humans. I think if every person that we met, every child that I met, I'm responsible for him. I think I have a mission to do better. I think everyone in this world is supposed to do better. So because everyone will do a little bit more better, our world will be better. So that's, I think, my responsible, my first mission. I do it with a lot of passion for physical education and sports. I believe in all my thought, all my cell in my body. I believe in physical education and sports. I think with that we can do a lot of things in our world to connect cultures, to connect countries. In my past, I was teaching 12 years in Arab schools. I speak Arabic in Israel, and that's and there I saw the really my mission, the really my responsible. How can I connect? I can do a better to connect children with my religion, to connect the children each other. I teach a student in risk. It's very hard because sometimes they do something to not allowing things, and it's very, and that's also my responsible. From there, my, I do my thesis. I'm a PhD student. I finished my PhD, and in my PhD thesis, I research how can I manage, how can my influence on in the children, in the eyes of the parents and the eyes of their teachers. How can I to do them better relationships in their friends, in their home, through do sports and physical education. It's very unique research in Israel. It's very unique research because it's became after the COVID-19, and it's very unique because it's the first time that someone researches the Arab students and Jewish students, and to compare it with them, each other. So it's very, very, very unique. I'm very glad that I do that. Um, And that's it. Now I'm lecturing.
No, it's very, it gave me a true sense of the mission. While you were speaking, I was thinking, yeah, if we all can bring just one drop, we can improve the planet. And broadly speaking, every culture, or let's say it's kind of the mission of a human being, to live a better place than the one you found. So do something small, but if we all do something small, the world altogether is going to be a better place. And what you're talking about is unity. Unity is something that we are forgetting. Being unified, one with the other, cooperate rather than fight. And I mean, from your perspective and from what you are living at the moment, it really speaks volume. It sounds very important receiving this message from you.
Thank you.
Now, talking about sports, education, how mindset management and emotional regulation is a crucial aspect in sports.
Emotional management, it's very important in sports because if we, not even sports athletes and teachers, every one of us need to manage our emotions very precise and very good for us. Why is that? Because if I can manage my emotional, I can deal everything in my life. For example, in this world, I can manage my feelings and I do it, I think, better. I think I do it good because my children didn't saw this very hard. If I take my students, if someone watch one of them manage his emotional feelings very good, he can deal with the aspect of the competition. If student didn't do it, if he doesn't know how to do it, he can't compete. Because as you know, as everyone knows, in the competition we have a lot of aspects: the stress, our group, you know, not everyone feeling that the good environment, the good energy that's supposed to do in the competition. They need to deal with them when they didn't do something good as they usually do. How if students start he can go to put ball in the basket and did it success. How we manage that? How we deal with that? Because if he didn't do deal with that very good, it influenced his whole game. Okay, if even worse, it reflects in other games even. But if he know how to manage that in the second that it's happened, he said to himself, okay, I'm not I didn't success, but it's now. In the next time, in the next second, I do better, and he will do better.
It's a great example. Yeah, sorry, go on, go on.
No, it's okay.
I was saying, emphasizing what you just said, is a great example how to overcome mistakes or failure as well. Because I mean, every athlete gonna face failure or a loss, or it's not that we always win. Many times we learn, and this means, yeah, how can I overcome this unpleasant emotion? So in this case, yeah, as you said, emotional regulation and understanding emotions and having the tools as well to overcome them becomes crucial. And I see very connected with performance, athletic performance in this case. So we are figuring out to frame it that emotional regulation is a crucial segment in order to develop performance consequently.
Yes.
You mentioned you lecture families and parents as well. How important is for the parents, or say the immediate environment around the athlete, to be emotionally intelligent, to understand their emotions from the parent's point of view, and understand the athlete emotions?
It's very important that the athletes, his parents will be very supported. And even I'm gonna say, even I think not only the sports, the athletes need to know how to manage his emotional, but even his parents, even his family. Why? Because not even the game, but in the practice, sometimes they're dealing with another member of the team. They didn't know how to manage with him. They didn't know how to manage with the coach, and then they bring it home. If the home doesn't embrace his emotional, doesn't know how to deal with that, doesn't know how to take it and bring it to the next level, to reflect him, to explain to him, it reflects them in their job, in their, if they're another family member, siblings, even it reflects them in their daily, and then they bring it home. So it's like a mix. If someone, only one, doesn't know what to do and doesn't know how to manage that, it reflects everyone, and then it reflects on him. If he doesn't know how to manage with his father, suppose, okay, for example, his father came from work angry, and he doesn't know how to take it, and then he will bring it to his practice, and then it's influence on him, and then his success. So it's a circle. How we said in the world, if I do only one thing good, it reflects everyone. If everyone do something, a little small thing, it's influence on me. It's like this in emotional management. Because it's in athletes, it's not only in the competition it reflects in the relationships, it reflects in, if you in a high levels, it reflects in for publicity, how we doing that interview, or even he is in the practice someone come to watching him, to other group, and it reflects him. So it's very important that even the parents, I take it to the next level. I think the parents, because they are very important, only one, okay, need to take a practice in the management of emotional management, because they bring their students, the athletes, the personal athletes, to the next level to do better.
It's a great point, and I mean, thanks for emphasizing the chain of events that is generated by one emotional dysregulation. As you said, if someone comes back home angry, it's gonna influence the others, and of course, it's gonna influence the athlete, and intrinsically, it's gonna influence their performance. Then, so having an environment that is emotionally intelligent and psychologically safe is going to contribute to the athlete performance.
Yes.
It's a very good point. Thanks. Very thoughtful point. No, we have another couple of minutes. For sure, I would like to have another chat because I mean, I foresee that the approach we bring professionally in what we do is pretty much relatable, and I'm happy about this. I mean, we are in two different parts of the planet, but the mission is kind of similar. Yeah, educate the next generation and empower them with something that is gonna help them to achieve, to reach their goals. Is something, yeah, very relatable and important to me as well.
Yeah.
Before to say goodbye for today, what is your advice? What is your suggestion for educational institutes, clubs, academies, or football federation as well, or, as I said, educational institutes, for them to embrace this typology of education? What would be your suggestion for them?
Okay, I will. I have several suggestions in the sport, in the education, in the system of the education. I think they need to put it very. When you take a student and you want to test him if he's good in sports, if he's a good athlete, and you want to promote him, in the same time, I think we need to, like, not a test, to check him, how he's emotional. And then we need to give him a specific course for him to deal with that. Because even when you start, like even the first practice, when we take the athlete and we start to promote him and teach him, in the same time we teach him the emotional. Because from the first time, he feel that. From the first time, how we deal in the first practice and how we feel the emotional and how they manage his emotional, that influence in the world, in what he wants to accomplish, what he wants to do, what he wants, everything. So that is for the athletes. The coaches, I think, even them, we need to do that, to give him, when we're teaching someone to be a coach, we need to give him the tools how to manage, even the perspective, how much it's important, how much it's very, very something that you need to give to your athletes. So if they will understand that, they know how to deal with the athletes, their groups, because it's two directions: the athletes to the coach and the coach to the athletes. So we can't do a one of them. We need to do both. In the all education system, I think not even the coaches in the school, we need to give the all the teacher, for physics, mathematics, okay, chemistry, because when the athletes came from, for example, from my lesson to their lessons, they they he came them with the emotionals. He came with the thoughts. If they didn't do, if they didn't know how to manage his feelings in the class and even him specific, that influenced their lesson. So it's like we said, it's a circle. So everything is a circle, and that's what it's very important. The emotional management, it's very important, not only the athletes and all someone that connect with sports. It's very important to put the parents for their young children, for the parents if they deal with the athletes. And I think it's very now in our situation in Gaza and Hamas, I put my right. It's 11 years, right? In my right, it's Gaza. So even in the war here in Gaza, we need that, the management, the emotionals, because even know that everyone, not everyone is athletes. If they didn't know how to manage that, if I want to take someone, the next year, 6 months from now, to take one of them to be an athlete, it couldn't be, because emotional management is not okay. He didn't know how to deal now, and how we're supposed to deal with the competition. So it's very spread. It's very important because, like I said, it's influence on all our aspects in life. And soon is better.
I love the point you emphasize the fact that it's something important for human beings, not just athletes, not just talking about sports, but being aware and able to manage your own emotions. It's gonna make you a better human being. So society as a broad is gonna work better, not negative chain of actions and reactions. No, I thank you for today. I'm quite sure we have a lot more to share. I don't want to take too much of your time today. And yeah, once again, I'm grateful. And yeah, I feel privileged. Thank you a lot. Thank you a lot for
I
today.
very enjoy for this opportunity from you, and I hope that everything gonna be better from now.
We are working on it. We are working on it. Thank you again. No,
Thank
take
you.
care of you. Stay blessed. Thank you.